I'm a psychologist, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you the psychology of body horror, which is a genre of film characterized by when the human body gets overtaken by mutilation, grotesque infections, diseases. Basically, when the human body gets altered beyond recognition in the format of a horror film. Notable examples are The Fly, which I think is from the 90s. The Substance is another strict example, and some other ones include Scanners and Videodrome. And if you want to go a little bit broader out, you could even say Alien and The Thing are somewhat examples of body horror, because you see the human body getting mutilated or infected with diseases or parasites or undergoing a rapid change. What I have overlaid on screen here is just various scenes from trailers for The Fly, The Substance, and other body horror films. So whilst those overlay, I'm just going to go on for a little bit about the psychology of why do we as humans like this particular genre. It's quite gross. The human body getting grotesquely changed or mutilated or infected with parasites. Why? So it's actually quite straightforward. And so what you need to know about psychology is what we're discovering in the research of humans is that everything pretty much stems back to survival. Every function, every mechanism that we undergo, that we do, everything that we think always stems back to the basic need to understand the environment and to survive and thrive in it. And this manifests in horror films, particularly in the body horror genre, because what can happen is humans would watch it because it allows you to understand how things can go wrong in the context of body modification or scientific modification of the human body, and basically what can go wrong with that. And we like to watch over time and learn from that. Well, if I do this particular drug, or if I watch this particular thing, or if I engage in this particular activity, how could that literally change my body? What could be the consequences of unintended body mutilation or body modification, or sort of taking drugs in order to change the structure and shape of your body? So by watching these films, it allows you to learn from it a little bit and to learn from possibly the mistakes of others, whether those mistakes be from a fictional or a real person. Now, further to why people like watching this sort of stuff is because it allows for safe exposure to a bit of threat. You see, if we were to put people in an actual threatening environment, we place them in a room with a tiger, they're going to freak out, right? But if they get to watch that very same tiger through one-way glass, then they freak out less. They're able to observe something threatening, to study and observe it, but they're not actually going to get in big trouble. And this mechanism manifests in filmmaking, where, especially with horror, where you're not actually getting chased by the big creepy clown. Your body isn't actually getting infected by the drug or the parasite. You're just able to watch someone else's body get infected or destroyed by the parasite, which ultimately allows you to maybe enjoy it, maybe you get some gratification out of that, but ultimately allows you to learn from it, observe it, and really not make the same mistake again, or the same mistake that that particular person is making. So those are two mechanisms. There is a third one. This is more of a body image, appearance anxiety thing that ties into higher level sort of sociological concepts, like what it means to be beautiful and attractive. So the other reason why people watch this type of movie is because it allows them to channel a discussion around beauty and body image and cosmetic change and public self-display and bodily inadequacy. So the 2024 film The Substance is a good example of this, as it allows people to discuss what ultimately, like, things like beauty ideals, self-optimization and appearance comparison, which allows people to develop metrics or correct standards by which to compare yourself against in the context of what is considered beautiful, what's considered ugly and unattractive, and what the human body should ultimately look like. So it allows you to sort of channel those sort of sociological, political discussions through into a film format. The Substance probably is separated a little bit from other ones like The Fly, because I don't think The Fly is really about body image. It's more so about what could happen if you try and transport or teleport a person, and then how that transforms them unexpectedly into something else. I'm pretty sure that's what The Fly is about. It's about teleportation, isn't it? Anyway, people have to, in the comments, please let me know. So, those are the three mechanisms. Why do we like watching it? For our survival, for our understanding, and also to channel political or sociological topics through to discussion in a wider framework for other people to watch and chime in, which then ultimately, of course, leads back into human survival instincts and learning what looks good on the body so that you can replicate it, so that you can survive and be accepted into society. That's the end of this video. I'm a psychologist from Australia. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.